We have a great show for you, so stay with us and stay with Iran. So up next, let's go join Farnak Amidi as she takes us to a very special place. A place where the walls tell us stories. Stories about the history of Iran, about the Shahnameh, and most importantly, about the event of Karbala. Let's go join her now.
The third Shiite Imam, Imam Hussein, and 72 of his disciples plus family members were killed in a one-day war. According to Shiite sayings, Imam Hussein was tragically beheaded after witnessing each one of his children being killed in front of his eyes. Thus, he has become a symbol of fighting cruelty, and his death is mourned in a special ceremony. On the 10th day of Muharram, Ashura, a small caravan of less than 100 were attacked and brutally killed by a large army of the Umayyad regime on the river banks of Euphrates, a place called Karbala. The leader of the small caravan was no other than the third Shiite Imam, Imam Hussein, the grandson of Prophet Muhammad, for whom the Prophet had said, "Hussein is from me, and I am from Hussein. May God love whoever loves Hussein." And that's how Imam Hussein became the master of martyrs. The Mu'adhin al-Mulk Tekkeh is not a mosque. It's a Shiite religious building, especially built for mourning the death of the third Shiite Imam, Imam Hussein. The interesting thing about this building is his tile work. The tiles here are just like a comic strip. They show the combination of religion, history, and mythology of this great country. One of the best examples of this mixture is the design of Prophet Solomon's court. The monsters and giants painted in this design look very much like those in the Shahnameh, the book of mythical Iranian heroes, and even the great Persian hero Rustam is seen in his court. The story of Prophet Joseph, how he was thrown in the well by his brothers, then sold as a slave, and how he invited his brothers and forgave them is portrayed here in great detail. There are images of ancient Persia here as well, very well done imitation of portraits in the Persepolis. There is even one detailed feature of king rebels taken in by Darius the Great. Since the person who first ordered the construction of this building was a constitutionalist, you do see images of renowned constitutional revolutionaries in the building, alongside those who weren't much fond of the movement. The tekiye, or better said, the mourning place, was built by a charitable man called Mu'adhin al-Mulk. It took 70 years for this place to be completed. It is said that the tekiye was built not with Mu'adhin's money, but with the love of Imam Hussein. Artists didn't ask for their salaries from Mu'adhin al-Mulk, but expected to be paid by the Master of Martyrs in another lifetime. Walking around the Mu'adhin al-Mulk building is like taking a walk through a beautiful, colorful gallery which carries you through the history and culture of the country. On the tiles you see different images from different eras, from the first mythical king of Persia to the last king of the Qajar dynasty, from the King Solomon's wedding to the beheading of the third Shiite Imam, and from Muslim clerics to Western monuments. This is Iran in a nutshell. According to Mu'adhin al-Mulk, he wouldn't be able to build this place if he had all the money in the world. It was the belief and the love of people that built it.
You know, Kurt Cobain once said that drugs are a waste of one's time. They destroy your memory, your self-respect, and anything involving your self-esteem. Let's go join Salman Khujuri as he takes a very dangerous excursion to the eastern borders of Iran, where over 750 tons of opium were confiscated in the past 12 months, making Iran one of the front runners in the war against drugs. Let's go join him now.
Nowadays, the scourge of drug abuse has turned into a serious concern in societies. At least 134 countries have been facing the problem in the past decade. 3/4 of the countries have reported heroin consumption, while 2/3 of others reportedly consume cocaine. Based on the Worldwide Drug Abuse Report in 2008, over 15,600,000 of people consume opiates, equal to 0.4% of the population between the ages of 15 to 60, 60% of whom live in Asia and Europe. In the meantime, the problem has not been contained. It is spreading on a daily basis. Illicit drug trade constitutes 8 to 10% of global trade. For instance, 1 kilo of heroin is sold at a price of 3,000 euros in Afghanistan, but the price reaches 100,000 euros in Europe. Such a lucrative trade can motivate many smugglers to expand the scope of the illegal activities.